Ethiopian University Entrance Examination. Subject: History. Year: March 2012 or 2013 EC, or March 2020 or 2021 GC. Booklet Code 26. Part 2. Questions with Answers. (26) Which one of the following was the main achievement of China, India and Japan in the medieval period, respectively? A. Construction of churches, advancement of Confucian philosophy, and introduction of civil service examination. B. Construction of Great Pyramids, drainage system and introduction of seclusion policy. C. Development of landscape paintings, writing of great literature, and land distribution program. D. Introduction of democracy, invention of hieroglyphics, and construction of hanging gardens. The answer is C. Development of landscape paintings, writing of great literature, and land distribution program. (27) Which statements best describes limitations in Ethiopian historiography? A. The balance of sources in different parts of the country enabled scholars to present the facts of the country. B. Scholars' sufficient knowledge on various aspects of the country led to the availability of reliable historical sources. C. Most studies focus on political, economic, social and cultural histories of the country's past. D. Because of an imbalance of sources, many writers were attracted to the study of the northern parts of the country. The answer is D. Because of an imbalance of sources, many writers were attracted to the study of the northern parts of the country. 28. Which of the following events show the main features of the Neolithic Revolution in Ethiopia and the Horn? A. The communities evidently started sedentary life. B. The culture of the Neolithic Revolution is clearly known. C. The discovery of fire was a major achievement. D. The beginning of writing and recording of past events. The answer is A. The communities evidently started sedentary life. 29. Which of the following is not true about the languages of Ethiopian and the Horn? A. The variety of languages spoken by peoples in the region descended from two superfamilies. B. Languages spoken in the region more than any other cultural aspects determined people's identity. C. Ethiopia and the Horn consists of peoples who are ethnically and linguistically diversified. D. The majority of the peoples of Ethiopian and the Horn are speakers of the Semitic family. The answer is D. The majority of the peoples of Ethiopian and the Horn are speakers of the Semitic family. 30. The first locally known pre-Aksumite state in the Ethiopian region was A. Aksum, B. Punt, C. Damat, D. Adel. The answer is C. Damat. 31. Tewodros II faced opposition from the clergy because of his A. Encouragement of Protestant missionaries, B. Attempts to put end to slave trade, C. Attempt to tax church land without exception, D. Declaration of the Orthodox Tewahedo as official faith. The answer is C. Attempt to tax church land without exception. 32. Which of the following event led to the Battle of Adwa? A. The signing of the Neutrality Treaty, B. The abrogation of the Wuchale Treaty, C. Ethiopia's rejection of the Addis Ababa Treaty, D. The abrogation of Neutrality Treaty. The answer is B. The abrogation of the Wuchale Treaty. 33. The 1911 confrontation between Germany and France on the issue of the colonization of Morocco is called A. The Agadir Crisis, B. The Fashoda Incident, C. The Algiers Crisis, D. The Kruger War. The answer A. The Agadir Crisis. 34. The formation of the League of Nations was the result of A. The U.S. Senate ratification of America's membership into the League. B. The tireless efforts of President Wilson of the USA and his famous 14 points. C. The unreserved support of President Harry Truman of USA and his policy of containment. D. The Truman Doctrine to support governments of Central and Eastern Europe. The answer is B. The tireless efforts of President Wilson of the USA and his famous 14 points. (35) The peace treaty that Russia signed with Germany to stop the First World War is known as A. The Brest-Litovsk Peace Treaty. B. The Versailles Peace Treaty. C. The Nazi-Soviet Non-Aggression Pact. D. The Paris Peace Treaty. The answer is A. The Brest-Litovsk Peace Treaty. (36) The Maria Theresa coins served as medium of exchange were introduced into Ethiopian region at the end of A. The 18th century. B. The 17th century. C. The 20th century. D. The 19th century. The answer is D. The 19th century. (37) Which one of the following is correct about the impact of long-distance trade on Ethiopian society? A. It served as a major means of economic tie. B. It was major source of income to all peoples. C. It led to the spread of Protestantism in the Southwest. D. It hastened the formation of republican states. The answer is A. It served as a major means of economic tie. (38) One of the following is true about the rise of Kasa Hailu to power. A. He was crowned as emperor at Ishal. B. He came to power after a series of battles. C. He utilized the prophecy of Fakare Iyasus. D. He was victorious at the Battle of Dabark. The answer is B. He came to power after a series of battles. (39) Which one of the following regions peacefully submitted to Menelik of Shua? A. Arsi, B. Muslim Garaga, C. Hara, D. Jimma. The answer D. Jimma. 40. Which of the following statements is correct about Ethiopian army at the Battle of Adwa? A. There was efficient co-ordination among the different armies. B. There were Ethiopian collaborators within the Italian army. C. There was effective provision for the army of the regions. D. There were well-trained troops among the different brigades. The answer A. There was efficient co-ordination among the different armies. (41) What was the term Garad in the medieval Muslim Sultanate of Hardia? It was the title of A. the provincial governors, B. the military generals, C. the rulers of the state, D. the tax collectors. The answer C. the rulers of the state. (42) How do Ras Tefri get over the threat of Balcha Safo during the period of the diarchy? He got over him after Balcha A. finally died a natural death, B. ultimately surrendered to Tefri, C. retreated to the Lake Tana, D. was received prison terms for treason. The answer is B. ultimately surrendered to Tefri. (43) As Ifat was to the Walasma, the Sultanate of Shua was to the A. Kharidjites, B. Mukaribs, C. Makhzumites, D. Motolemies. The answer, C. Maxumites. 44. It was a rule that the kings of the medieval kingdom of Kaffa should belong to the clan called A. Tato, B. Mukrecho, C. Maiwa, D. Minjo. The answer is D. Minjo. 45. Which of the following is correct about the region of King Motalami in medieval Damat? A. Damat was invaded by the Zagu army. B. Damat reached the height of its power. C. Damat for the first time conquered Aksum. D. Damat lost its independent existence. The answer, B. Damat reached the height of its power. (46) Which one of the following permissive factors did not contribute for the colonization of Africa? A. Military conquests. B. Commercial expedition. C. Voyages and exploration. D. African rulers' resistance. Answer: D. African rulers' resistance. (47) Why was African resistance against colonization usually successful? Because A. Europeans had superior weapons. B. Europeans were a superior race. C. Africans lacked state organization. D. Africans lacked courage in battles. (48) The African nation that successfully resisted European imperialism was A. Liberia, B. Ethiopia, C. South Africa, D. Libya. Answer: B. Ethiopia. (49) Which Africa country was colonized by Germany? A. Angola. B. Nigeria. C. Botswana. D. Rwanda. The answer: D. Rwanda. 50. Which one of the following was an internal factor that contributed for the revival of long-distance trade in Ethiopia in the 19th century? A. The conquest of the Caucasus by Russia. B. The rise of Muhammad Ali of Egypt. C. The political stability in the Gabi region. D. The revival of European interest in Ethiopia. Answer: C. The political stability in the Gabi region.